Hello everyone, welcome to the Universal Classroom. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to learn how to use What If Analysis tool in Excel. You can find this tool under the Data tab. Here is the What If Analysis tool. It is a category of tools that allows us to explore how changing certain values affects the outcome. And if you will click on it, three options will appear here. These are three different types. Let's start with the first one, that's Scenario Manager. Imagine you are running a small online business that sells handcrafted items, and you want to analyze how different sales volume and cost structure affect your profit. We are taking the sales units as 500, price per unit as 25, variable cost per unit is 10 rupees. Variable cost means the raw material, etc. And the fixed cost we are taking it as 5,000. That includes hourly labor charges, salary, etc. So our total revenue will be is equal to number of units that we are selling into price of each unit. So 12,500 is our total revenue. Now total variable cost will be variable cost per unit into number of units we are selling. That's 5,000. Now the total cost that we are having is fixed cost plus total variable cost. That's 10,000. Now the profit will be total revenue generated minus the total cost we have bear. It's 2,500. Now we will create three scenarios here to analyze this, and the values that are highlighted in yellow will change on the basis of our scenario. Go to the What If Analysis tool, select the Scenario Manager here. Let's create the first scenario here. We will name it as normal. First we have to select the changing cells. We are going to select the sales volume, price per unit, variable cost and fixed cost. We are taking all of these things as changing. Now click OK. Now the values are here. That's B1 that we have entered is 500, B2 25, B3 10 and B4 5,000. Now click on add. Now our next scenario will be best case scenario. Changing cell will remain same, B1 to B4. Click OK. Best case scenario means our sales volume or the units that we are going to sell will increase, price per unit will increase, variable variable cost will come down and fixed cost also will come down. Basically the expenses will go down and the sales will go up. That's the best case scenario. Let's take it as 1000 units, 30 rupees per unit we are selling. Our variable cost will be 8 rupees per unit, and the fixed cost, let's take it 4,000. Now click add. Now our third scenario will be worst case scenario. In this case the sales volume will go down, price will also go down, and the variable cost and fixed cost, our expenses will go up. Click OK. Let's take it 250, 20 rupees per unit we are selling it. Variable cost goes up by 12 rupees per unit and fixed cost we are taking is 7,000, and click OK. All our scenarios that we have created are visible here now. The values are visible for the normal scenario that we are taking, and if we click on the best case scenario and click on show, then the values will automatically get changed and our total profit will be 18,000 as per our best case scenario, and in worst case scenario it will go into a loss of 5,000, and in normal we are making 2,500 here. So this tool allows us to create multiple scenarios to analyze the things. Just close it. Now our next tool is GoalSeek. This is the second tool under the what if analysis. Imagine you are taking a course with this grading structure, and that's for there are four assignments: assignment 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each worth of 10% in the final grade. There is one midterm exam, and midterm exam worth is 30% in the final grade, and final exam worth is also 30% in the final grade. So assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, assignment 4 is already done and the grades are here. Midterm exam is also done and the grades are also here. If you want to calculate what should we score in the final exam so that my final grade will be 90, let's first take if we will score 70 in the final exam, then what will be the final grade? That will be is equal to bracket start, that will be average of the all the four assignments into what's the worth, that's 40%. We will multiply it with zero point 0.4 plus midterm exam marks into what, that's 30%, so we will multiply it with 0.30 plus final exam marks into its worth, that's 0.30 bracket close. And if we will score 70 in the final exams, then our final grade will be 81.9. How many dates should be there in the final exam so that the final grade will be 90? So to find out that, we will use the GoalSeek tool. Go to the GoalSeek tool. First argument is set value. As we want to get the 90 in the final grades, so we will set this as set cell. Second argument to value, what will be the value, like if you want 90, just enter 90 here. Now by changing cell, which cell we want to change, as we have already received our grades for these exams that are highlighted in the green color, and only the final exam is left, so we will select that one only and click OK. See, the values automatically got changed. If we will score 97 in the final exam, then our final grade will be 90. Click OK. Our next tool is data table. Let's suppose you are planning to take a personal loan and you want to understand how different interest rates and loan terms affect your monthly payment. So you are taking a loan of 2 lakh. Let me just convert it into currency. And the interest rate per annum is 5%. You are taking this loan for 5 years. If you want to find out what monthly payment you have to give, then we will find out it with PMT function is equal to PMT. Just open the function argument from here. First we have to select the rate of interest, that's 5%, as it is annual basis interest rate. To convert it into monthly, by 12. Now the next argument is we have to enter the total number of payments for this loan, and as it is for 5 years, so we will use this into 12 to convert it into months. And the third argument is what's the present value, the total amount that is series of future payments is worth now. It will be minus loan amount, and we are taking this value as negative because the payment is outflow of cash. Click OK. So our monthly payment will be 3774 for 5 years if we are taking loan of 2 lakh at the interest rate of 5% per annum. Now if you want to analyze what will be the monthly payment if the interest rate is 3%, 4%, 5, 6 and 7. To do this, simply put this value here. Now select this data, go to data and select the data table option. There are two options here, row input cell or column input cell. As we have these interest rates in column, so we are going to use the column input cell and we will select the interest rate here and click OK. Now we have the monthly payments here. If the interest rate is 3%, then this much we have to pay on monthly basis, and for 4% it is this, and for 5% it is this. So after this you can easily analyze what monthly payment will be there if the interest rates will go up or will go down. Now our next tool is Solver. Let's suppose a company has 3 plants, plant 1, plant 2 and plant 3. The production capacity of plant 1 is 100, for plant 2 it's 150, for plant 3 it's 120, and there is one central warehouse. The capacity of central warehouse is 250 units, and if the company is shipping the products from plant 1, 2 and 3 to the warehouse, then the transport cost that is coming for per unit is 2, 3 and 2.5. Now we want to ship 250 units and we want to find out the cheapest way to ship the products. We are taking these units as an example only. These units will automatically get changed on the basis of our analysis. Let's just add on these units. The total transport cost will be is equal to transport cost per unit into number of units shipped. Now the total transport cost that we are bearing now is 605. If we are shipping 90 units from plant 1, 50 from plant 2 and 110 from plant 3. And there are two constraints here. First one is shipping from any plant does not exceed to its capacity. That means if plant 1 is producing 100 units, then it can ship only 100 units to warehouse, not over 100. And the second constraint is total shipped units must be equal to the warehouse capacity. It means the warehouse capacity is 250 units here and the total shipped units must be 250 only, not above that. So to find the cheapest way, we will use the Solver tool here. You can find it here under the data tab only, and if you are unable to find this tool, then simply search it here, type Solver, go to add-in and checkmark this and click OK. After that it will activate and it will be visible here. Now click on the Solver. We have to set some parameters here. First is what's our objective, as we want the cheapest way to transport the goods and our total transport cost is in EFSL, so we will select this one. Now what we want to do, we want to minimize it, so we will choose the minimum one. Now the next is by changing variable cells. That means what cells we want to change, that will be number of units shipped or we are going to ship. We will select these cells. Now we will add both these constraints here. Click on add. First one is shipping from any plant does not exceed to its capacity. That means D2, that's plant 1 shipping quantity, must be less than or equal to constant will be the production of plant 1. Now click on add and repeat the same thing for plant 2. Again repeat the same thing for plant 3. Now the second constant is total shipped units must be equal to the warehouse capacity. That means the capacity of warehouse, that's B5, must be equal to total number of units shipped, that's D5. Click OK. Now all our constants are here. Click on solve. Check this keep solver solution and click OK. And our solution is here. Now we will ship 100 units from plant 1, 30 from plant 2 and 120 from plant 3. This is the cheapest way to ship the products from plant 1, 2 and 3 to warehouse. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or suggestions, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thanks for watching.